Okay, last Logan Paul one, number 4. Logan Paul, because you kept wanting to know more. Yes, you will work in the miraculous. Yes, you can do as many miracles as you want. There's no limit. I can. The only thing I'm running into right now is I don't know if my gifts are in a training mode or if they're still being grown. But I can heal. I've healed a lot. I can't heal everything, which leads me to believe I'm in a training mode. But I can prophesy all day. I can do words of knowledge all day. I can do a lot of other things all day long. I stopped telling the weather what to do because I didn't want to cause damage around the city. But yeah, there's no limit to how much you can use. Well, there kind of is. Don't be cheeky. Like, the gifts are hardcore. So one time I made a list of like 50 things to prophesy about, and I got like, heaven was like, hey, like, chill out. And I kept going, and heaven was like, chill out. And then I got reprimanded. But I also am someone who teaches about Christianity, so I have stricter rules I have to live by, which is really harsh. Other people, nothing happens with me, I get in a lot of trouble. It's not fun. But yes, you can do miracles as much as you want. You can set them up with your podcast. Just talk to God about it is really the best advice I have for you. And he'll answer. Like, the way talking to God works is you go, hey, I have this idea. I need to give him a second to respond. And then, I have this other idea. Give him a second to respond. He usually responds to me if I really, really want to know something within 10 days, 2 weeks, 10 days. Sometimes faster. Like, if I really, really, really want to know something, I can just like, and then he'll quiet everything around me and talk. Like, one time I had a really important question about, so I do painting. I got a minor in painting, and so I'd paint, and a friend told me that maybe doing work with nudity wasn't so great when I'm doing ministry, like, ish. And so I sat down, I was like, okay, God, where do you want the line drawn? Because I know beauty versus, maybe beauty's okay, but maybe my stuff is too erotic. Where do you want me to find the line? And God said, hey, because God knew I cared. Like, I wasn't trying to do porn, but I don't like taking things out of my life that I appreciate that God doesn't have an opinion on. I'm very big on knowing the truth. And so God said, hey, I can tell you, but it's going to take 3 hours. And so we sat down and we talked, and he said, okay, so what is this? What is that? How do we feel about this? How do we feel about that? Well, I kind of feel about this, and you kind of feel about that. And he kind of very gently wasn't mean about it, like, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. He basically said, if it moves towards erotic, no. If it moves towards beauty, yes. That was it. That was the end-all be-all answer. And I thought that was very wise, and that was definitely a judgment that I could get behind. I trusted God a lot more with that judgment. I was like, that is fair. I like that. That is good. That makes sense. That is consistent with what I know about you from the Bible. That is consistent from what I judge you would be like should you ever spoke to me, and you did speak to me, and that was great. But yeah, there will be. You just got to let me know that you're willing to. It's not like dedicate your life, like everything you have to do has to be for Jesus, 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 Jesus. But, you're stuck with your wife, no porn, stuff like that. Those are usually the only two men really have a hard time with. But yeah, I guess we'll be in touch.